Have you ever lost it, snapped at your child or even your spouse, and then instantly regretting it? You promised yourself you would not yell again, but the words had already come out. Here's the truth. What matters most is not perfection, but how do we repair afterwards? And that repair can actually make relationships stronger than before. Why matters, you may ask? When we yell, kids and our partners can feel unsafe or disconnected. But repairing after that restores trust. Dr. Edtronic's still-face experiment, which I'm gonna link in the video description below, shows that ruptures in connections are normal. What builds security is not about avoiding ruptures, it's the way that we show up for the repair. And research in relationships by Dr. John Gottman shows the same for couples. Successful relationships are not conflict-free, but how people recover after conflict that matters the most. I'm gonna now share with you 3 practical strategies to repair. Number 1, regulate yourself first. To begin any form of repair of relationships, we have to first calm our nervous system down. Now that might mean deep breath, taking a quick shower, or stepping away for a few minutes. Neuroscientist Dr. Bruce Perry explains that a regulated adult nervous system helps to regulate a child's nervous system. If we ourselves are still overwhelmed, our kids and partners, they cannot feel safe. So 2 useful questions to ask yourself after yelling will be: Number 1, was what I was asking reasonable? Number 2, was I expecting too much for that age or for that moment? You see, sometimes our short fuse comes not from them, but from unrealistic expectations. And this is something I so often see in parents, even more so for time-strapped working parents. Number 2, take responsibility without blame. When I repair with my child, I follow a 4-step framework when apologizing to him or her. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. It must have been really frightening to you. Could I please hug you to make you feel better? In future, I will walk to a different room to calm myself down first instead of yelling. And then engage your child in a discussion. Is this gonna work for you? Because I'll need some time to calm myself down so that I don't hurt you again. Definitely change up the words because you're speaking with your unique child. To a 3-year-old, you could say, "You must be really scared." To your 10-year-old, you may say, "I own my feelings. You're not to blame." Go ahead. Simplify some of the words. You are gonna know your child best. With my spouse, for instance, it might sound like, "I'm sorry I snapped just now because I was really stressed out. But that is on me, not on you." You see, Dr. Jane Nelson, author of Positive Discipline, shows that taking responsibility without shaming or blaming helps to model accountability for our kids. It shifts the focus from that of obedience or compliance to one of mutual respect. In my previous videos, I've spoken about my goal in parenting is never to raise obedient or compliant kids. I find it vital for my own children, in fact, all children whom I teach in classrooms, in preschool centers, to have a mind of their own and the skills to think critically instead of just following instructions blindly. Now, 2 questions to reflect on, to always come back to when you're yelling. Number 1, What values am I driving at here? Number 2, was I yelling to demand compliance or to teach responsibility, kindness, or respect? You see, this helps me to clarify what really matters. Are we modeling respect, kindness when we yell? Think about it. Number 3, reconnect through actions. Words matter, so do actions after the yelling. With my child, I often read a book together or do a walking activity together hand in hand. With my spouse, maybe it's sharing a quiet tea or making a small gesture of kindness. You see, psychologist Dr. Daniel Siegel, which by now you will know I'm a huge fan of his work, he reminds us in the book, The Power of Showing Up, that relationships thrive on repair and connection. His research shows that these small moments literally rewire the brain for trust and resilience. A question to ask ourselves, just for the sake of reflection. Am I raising a child who just obeys? Or do I want to raise a child who thinks, problem solves, and develop their own voice? When we reconnect with respect, we're teaching them how healthy relationships really work. So the next time you lose your cool, remember, it's not the end of the story. Every rupture is a chance for reflection, for repair, and for deeper connection. Try the strategies mentioned and circle back to comment below how they have worked in your household. Because every family has ruptures, but it is how we do the repair that shapes lasting relationships.